Alright, I just arrived out at the Angels NV facility. It looks like a pretty nice place. It's a Sunday, so parking is pretty easy to do. Gonna go out there, walk around. I'm a little bit early, so I'll get the chance to take some pictures and just walk around and have some fun. As of the recording of this video, the raw file conversion for Lightroom hasn't been out yet, so I've been taking all of my images in JPEG, but that's fine because the JPEGs look really good. The first simulation that I started off with was the Sdi Simulation, and it looks really good. I enjoyed using it. It's probably my default one that I use almost on everything from photos to videos, but occasionally I will switch it up. The Sdi format has really smooth colors, and I really like the contrast that's portrayed in that film simulation. Now, having said all of that, if I'm taking a lot of pictures of wood, brick, and shiny metal, I actually prefer the Velvia format. When I switched over, I noticed the colors just really punched up really well. The contrast is still really nice, but it's still subtle enough to where it's really smooth to the eyes. Something that you should definitely look at when you're actually taking a lot of pictures of facilities or outdoors. One of the nice things about visiting bourbon distilleries is that you have a lot of metal to take pictures of, so the Across format definitely comes into play. When I took pictures of all of the metal containers and all of the piping, it looks really good. The punchiness of the pictures definitely comes across. It's really nice. Now in the X-T3 there's actually color adjustment, which is very interesting. I tried the +5 around steel and copper cylinders, and you can definitely tell a difference. When you're taking pictures of the copper, the +5 warmth definitely makes a difference. There's much more texture, there's more punch to it. It definitely really adds to the picture, and I really love how it looks like. And of course on the other side we have the +5 cool, which really dramatically cools down the image, and that's really great for dark rooms. Definitely steel stuff that you already know that already has a cool / bland color. It really emphasizes that when you actually add the +5 cool adjustment, so that's very interesting. Definitely try it out if you're around dark objects or any place that you kind of just want the mood to be much more subtler, much more darker. It's very interesting. Now towards the end of the tour, I definitely wanted to play around a little bit with classic chrome because this is a very popular film simulation for a lot of people. It definitely brightens up the picture and it has a really classy look to it. But I'll be honest with you, I don't really use classic chrome all that often. I find the colors a little bit too subtle. I prefer the Instagram look. So I usually end up with Velvia or Sdi. But me, since I do all of my photography online, I prefer the much more punchier colors because that's what I end up towards most of the time anyways. The last thing I want to talk about is that if you do end up using film simulation with a lot of punchy colors, you definitely want to play around with exposure compensation because you can get some really nice subtle looks out of it. I was just doing that near the table at the end of the tour, and I got some really interesting pictures just by playing around with the exposure compensation. So we just finished up the bourbon tour. Tour guides are super friendly and the drink test was pretty good. So it's definitely worth coming here, checking it out, and yeah, plenty of pictures and videos to post. Should be pretty fun to see what it comes out with.